Today is Wednesday, February 14, 2024, and it is a great day to learn something new at Ellington Magnet. My name is Hope, and I am here with Michael and Marcia from Class 301. Please stand quietly for the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's pledge together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The character trait of the month is integrity. Integrity is having the inner strength to be truthful, trustworthy, and sincere. In all things, doing the right thing when no one is looking. Share a time you have demonstrated integrity or a time someone you know has shown integrity. Describe the situation and include details about what happened.
Okay, good morning. Who would like to share with us this morning about showing integrity? Would anyone like to share this morning? No hands? Okay, let's think about it. Remember, it's the character trait of the month. Let's think about what integrity means and how we can show integrity, okay? So tomorrow we will share. Hopefully more classes will have an opportunity to share out. I'm going to turn it back over to Hope.
It's Black History Month. Today we will be focused on George Washington Carver. When you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. George Washington Carver was known throughout the South as the farmer's best friend. His work on crop rotation and innovative products helped many farms to survive and make a good living. Carver was a scientist and an inventor who found hundreds of uses for peanuts.
I see what you mean, Squeaks. Your plants haven't grown at all. And you said you plant these in the fort every year? Huh. Oh, hi, everyone. Squeaks was just showing me one of his lettuce plants, or what's supposed to be a lettuce plant. He says he's planted lettuce in the fort's greenhouse every year, and it's gone great. But this year, something isn't working. He's using the same soil and the same kind of seeds, but his lettuce just won't grow. I'm sorry, Squeaks, but you know what? I know a science story that might be able to help. It's the story of George Washington Carver, an amazing scientist and inventor who taught people how to take care of their plants. It's story time. George Washington Carver was born around 1865 in Missouri in the United States. That was a hard time in the US, especially for Black people like George Washington Carver. That's because slavery was still allowed in some parts of the country. Slavery is when someone claims another person as property. Like you might own a toy or a piece of clothing. It wasn't kind or fair, but but it's a big part of the history of the United States. Enslaved people didn't have any freedom, so they couldn't choose what to do, where to live, or if they could go to school. Instead, they were forced to do work almost always without getting paid. In the US, many enslaved people were taken from different parts of Africa where they used to be free. Others were taken from indigenous communities, people who had lived freely in what's now the United States for thousands of years. Meanwhile, most enslavers or people who had slaves had light-colored skin, and their families came from Europe. You're right, Squeaks. Slavery can be such a hard thing to think about because it's so unfair and unkind. And eventually, it did become against the law. But it's still important to remember, and it's an important part of this story because Mr. Carver was enslaved when he was born. Thankfully, slavery became illegal in Missouri not too long after that. But people were still treated unfairly based on the color of their skin. For example, many schools wouldn't teach Black students. So when he got older, Mr. Carver had to travel to lots of different schools to get an education. But that didn't stop him. As a kid, he loved to read books, explore the world around him, and learn about nature, especially plants. He also loved to make art and play piano. And as he got older, he eventually decided to become a scientist. He went to college and studied farming and how to grow food. And later, he became a teacher. One of the biggest lessons he taught people was how to keep their soil, or the dirt they grow plants in, healthy. See, for years, people have been planting cotton in their fields, but that cotton was taking nutrients from the soil. Nutrients are things plants and other living things use to grow and stay healthy. You use nutrients too, and you get them from your food. Cotton, though, was using a nutrient called nitrogen. It's found in the air you breathe and in the dirt under your feet, and it helps plants grow. The problem is, since people have been growing cotton for a long time, there wasn't much nitrogen left. So the cotton plants weren't growing. That's where Mr. Carver came in. He taught people how important it was to change the type of plants they grew. For example, he taught people that if they planted peanuts one year instead of cotton, the peanut plants would put some of the nitrogen back in the soil. That's because peanut plants have a special kind of bacteria on their roots. Bacteria are creatures so tiny, you'd need a microscope to see them. There are lots of different kinds of bacteria, and they do different things.
Okay, we're going to stop right there for today. And Hope has a question for you.
What are some new facts did we learned about George Washington Carver?
Who would like to share what are some new facts that you learned about George Washington Carver? No one wants to share this morning?
Good morning. We're having some technical difficulties, so I'm on my phone. But I did want to share that our class made a connection because we learned about inventors during Module 1 of HMH, and that George Washington Carver was also an inventor. So we're making some connections in here.
Great, thank you for sharing. All right, here are the hands. Miss Humphreys, then Miss Elderberry. Go ahead.
George Washington Carver was an African American, and when he grew up, he became a teacher.
Scientists to teach us new things. Okay, Miss Elderberry, then Miss Prasad.
My question is, how I learned that George Washington Carver was a scientist and also he was a teacher, and he teach people how to keep their soil or their dirt healthy.
What I also learned was that he went to many schools for different education.
What I learned is that he liked to read books about like plants and stuff.
What I learned is that he loved art and music, like piano.
Thank you all for sharing from Miss Elderberry's class. Nice job. Okay, Miss Prasad, then Miss Kim. So you have to unmute Miss Prasad's class. We can't hear you.
Nice loud voice. So maybe he liked to plant plants, so he became a teacher and he teach how to grow plants to his students.
Thank you, Araya. We have one more, Mr. Carries. Nice loud voice, okay? Come closer. So we can hear you.
He loved to teach his students about plants.
And what else did he do? You told me something else.
He also is he also likes to play the piano.
Oh. All right. Thank you.
For sharing. Okay, Miss Kim's class, then Miss Rosner.
I learned George Washington Carver got enslaved.
Thank you for sharing, Miss Kim's class. All right, Miss Rosner's class, take it away.
What I had learned about George Washington Carver is he traveled to many certain schools. He loved to read books, and he liked to teach people about certain plants. And that when you grew cotton, it would take certain things away from the soil that you use, and you needed to. And when you grew peanut, peanut, peanut peanuts, you would get some of the bacteria and nutrients back into the soil.
Thank you for sharing. Nice job, everyone, for sharing this morning. Marcia will now recite the I Will Graduate Pledge.
I will I just learned that I will graduate from college. Education is the key to my future success. I will attend school every day. I will work hard every way. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me so that I can succeed. I will stay out of trouble and engage in activities that support my community. I will have faith in myself and never give up. I will positive even when times get through tough. I will do my best. I will strive to be the best. I will graduate.
Michael.
Michael will now share our lunch and recess schedule for today.
Today for lunch we will have manicotti and marinara sauce, cream spinach salad bar, leaf green salad bar. Today we will have inside recess. Please remember to follow direction. It is respectful for all week today. Today is share your kindness and love to celebrate Valentine's Day. We will also have our talent show today to showcase our talent and cheer each other on. We wish everyone a great day. Now we will turn it to Principal Hasbury Signal.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day. I love to see everyone with all their nice pinks and reds and everything celebrating, even some of their t-shirts celebrating the love that we have. Please don't forget our book of the month. Teachers, we want to make sure that you're exposing our students to that we have opportunities to practice our discussions around the book of the month. And we've had multiple types of settings to where we are beefing up our questioning techniques and using our question stems. Those are very, very important for us. I hope everyone enjoyed the snow day yesterday, even though it was a remote day and we had quite a few of our students join us. But at the end of the day, there's still a lot of snow that was outside. So Many people still enjoyed the snow and the weather. So I hope you guys had a safe time, got a chance to look at some snow, touch some snow, and now we can see the snow outside is beginning to melt and turn colors and things like that. So I think later on it'll be some rain that kind of washes it away and makes everything all clean again. So today we're going to be on our best behavior while we are enjoying the talent show because not everyone feels comfortable sharing their talent. And we want to make sure that we are respectful, that we clap for everyone, and that we support them. Okay? And remember, it's about doing the best thing, even when you're not expected to do the best thing, or even when anyone's not watching. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and let's make this a great day. Have a good day. Goodbye.